We're here now with Dr. Keith with UT Health, who's all about helping his patients live healthier lives. Thanks for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me. Glad to be here.
Awesome. And we know you've got something called bariatric surgery that you think, is very important for people to know about. Do you kind of want to tell us what that is?
Yeah, absolutely. So bariatric surgery is really a handful of different procedures that we can do that aim for long-term weight loss and making improvements or even alleviating some of the diseases that go along with obesity. And sometimes you'll hear it called weight loss surgery or metabolic surgery. And why it's so important is because obesity as a disease has become so prevalent worldwide over the past several decades. In fact, in America, over a third of our adult population suffer from obesity and the disease process that it leads to. And our children and adolescent populations are coming on quickly as well. And so why bariatric surgery becomes so important is that it is the best tool that we have to promote long-term weight loss. Because diet and exercise is very important, but what we do know is that over time, people that are able to lose weight with diet and exercise are also going to gain it back. In fact, over 90% of people who are able to lose a substantial amount of weight with diet and exercise will eventually gain it back. And that's where bariatric surgery really is important, because it is proven to be our best method to obtain long-term results.
Well, very interesting statistics you mentioned there, especially the amount of people that are in the obesity category. Why is this something that you chose to devote your career to?
Yeah, that's a great question. It was really a series of just realizations over my medical training. So in medical school and during my general surgery training, you rotate throughout the hospital in various specialties. And one thing I realized over time was that it didn't matter what specialty I was currently on or what patients I was treating. Obesity played a major role in them being in the hospital or needing a surgery. So whether it was heart surgery, their obesity contributed to their heart disease and needing a heart surgery. If it was vascular surgery, obesity and diabetes that comes from obesity led to their blood flow problems. We were doing transplants in patients that had problems in their kidneys and livers from obesity. The list just goes on and on. And so once I realized that obesity was such a major problem and contributing to all of my patients' issues, no matter what they were in the hospital for, and then I realized that there's something called bariatric surgery that can be a great tool to treat this obesity. I thought it was a no-brainer.
Definitely. And if there are people who are at home and they're thinking, I wonder if I qualify for this type of surgery, what would you say are like the specifications for that?
Yeah, so in general, qualifications kind of depend just on your insurance provider. So if you want your insurance to cover it, the vast majority of insurance providers will cover somebody with a BMI or body mass index of 40 or higher. Also, they'll also cover if it's 35 or higher if you have some obesity-related diseases like diabetes, high blood pressure, etc. And what BMI is, it's body mass index, and that's just a way to relate somebody's weight to their height. Because somebody who weighs 350 pounds, who is 5 feet tall, is going to have a different health profile than somebody who's, the same weight but 6 feet tall or 6'5". And so it's a way to calculate that number and kind of control for that. And if somebody's interested in looking into bariatric surgery, their BMI, they should go to our website, tylerbariatrics.com, and we have a free BMI calculator on there. You just plug in your height, plug in your weight, and it'll tell you your BMI.
Perfect. Well, we've got the website there. Thank you for the information and for being here with us this morning, Dr. Keith.
Absolutely. Thank you.